All right. Welcome back for another episode. This one might be quick and it might not be. We don't know how it's gonna play out, but what we do know is now that you understand um, the potential of the markets, we're going to start figuring out how to search the markets to know where our potential is based on what's happening in the world. So if we come to Coin Market Cap, all right, well, Coin Market Cap, you're going to hit coinmarketcap.com. You're going to create an account, and then you're going to look at all of the crypto, right? You can get on your computer and do this, or you can do it from your phone. It's going to be a different face if you're on your phone or tablet. Now, what we're going to be looking for is we're going to come down here to the last one in the listing. It says AI agents. So this is what's new happening with cryptocurrency. AI agents, which is basically, let's say your insurance agent is an agent that works for the insurance company that does the work to help get your stuff set up. Look at your AI agents as the same system. We don't need people anymore. We're going to have artificial intelligence doing this, right? So just agents, think of it that way. So you have that. We're going to check into that in a second, but you have that. You also have, this looks like DeFi AI agents or DeFi artificial intelligence. I'm not sure what DPIN is. We'll have to look that up. Gaming, I don't think gaming is major right now, so I'm not interested in gaming right now. I'm interested in AI agents. I'm interested in this one here, real world assets, right? This is major because we're talking about institutions and banks getting in this space right now. So they need AI agents. They're going to be using real world assets. They need artificial intelligence. Then you have BNB. We're talking about Asia or China and other countries here in the BNB. Solana. Well, a lot of Solana is used here in the USA. We have USA, right? You have Binance Alpha. I'm not sure about that. And you have memes. We don't care about memes. Memes is the casino. So for me, if I were you, just trying to, and this isn't for people that already know what they're doing. If you're coming into this space and you're trying to learn or figure out where to find the potential for your investing, we're going to do it this way. So we of course we know in the United States, and we'll click on that. In the United States, these are the things that you won't be taxed on. So the first thing you can do is you can say, okay, if you're a USA coin, they've already said you're not going to be taxed on the capital gains in this space, right? So you have all these doors of opportunity to learn about, right? So, and let's just, I don't know, I don't want to use something that I've already investigated. So let's use reserve rights, right? Let's go here. We can see here it's 007, so it's not even a penny yet. So we'll click on this, left click it, and we can see here it's number 112 in the list of all cryptocurrencies. We can see the market cap at 422 million. We can even back this up. This thing originated in 2019. So if we pulled it, let me do that again. Maybe you missed it. Let's go down here to this. Hopefully y'all can see it. Now we're going to come over here. We're going to click this, left click, and we're going to bring this thing all the way out. And then we're going to see. All right. So this thing originated December 16th. Oh, no, it didn't. Let's go. I don't know. 2019. I can't see us far back. It looks like 2019. 2019. Reserve rights token came into existence. It was 0.002, right? 0.002, had a little spike there, 0.005. And if we follow this thing, it had a spike of 10 cents at an all-time high of 10 cents, looks like. Money was made, right? Money was made. Come on down. And, then we're back down here, 2025, and it's at 0.006. Now, we understand money was made there, all right, but we don't know what the heck this is. What the hell is a reserve rights? So if we come to the left, we can see websites, social accounts, contracts. It runs on Ethereum, right? It can be found on a Trust wallet and MetaMask, right? That's another wallet too. And then you can click here. It might open up more, right? Ethereum, Base, right? Well, it just says those two, right? Audits. There was audits done. It runs on ETH. There's the wallets, Binance wallets, Trust wallet, Ledger, and MetaMask. All right, so we got a website and a white paper, and we got social media. So the first thing I would do, this is what I would do. You can follow my lead and research this stuff yourself. You don't need me for it. I'm going to show you what I do. We're going to click website, and we're going to see what's happening here. All right. So it says YDTFs, Discord, forum, blog, docs, Monetarium, Reserve, Launch, Explore. We want money that doesn't inflate like USD, but isn't volatile like Bitcoin. True. We believe money should be an index of the world's assets, stocks, bonds, gold, real estate, and more. True. To that end, we're building technology that allows anyone to permissionlessly create and own decentralized token folios, baskets of tokenized crypto assets. Decentralized token folios like ETFs, but for crypto. Okay. I'm with that. All right. Get broad crypto exposure and buy into specific narratives with a single click, like ETFs do in TradeFi. So this is kind of like what BlackRock is doing, right? Basically, a stock market for cryptos. I don't know if that's really relevant though, because the stock market has actual companies that the common people and businesses make money from, right? Now with cryptocurrencies, it's like who's going to use the crypto is based on, use case and everything else. So this is kind of, I don't know, like if I want to buy a basket of cryptos when I can go into the crypto space and actually purchase the cryptos I want and hold them. So I don't know if like that's going to be a big thing. That's up in the air. But this is how we're researching, right? We're getting to know this stuff. Anyone can create their own DTF because anyone can create it. It's like anybody can scam you too. Companies and projects with DTFs or ETFs, in a sense. DeFi, large cap, Clanker platform, broad, virtual agents, we take security seriously, Aki, view audits, Immunify, bug bounty, frequently asked questions, like for me, let's do a little bit more research, right? Let's click here. Let's see, what are DTFs? Decentralized token folios are on-chain portfolios that bundle multiple crypto assets into a single token. So let's think about this, right? This is how I would determine whether or not this is something that I'm going to invest in, right? So is it people trying to get access to a bundle of crypto assets? Is there a need for that? Like, we can go to an exchange, right, and get the cryptos we want ourselves and put them in our own wallets. So is it a need to get a portfolio, a bundle of cryptos that have been put together in a single token? Like, is there a need for that right now? Right now, we're looking at institutions, banks, and retail, and what they're doing. They're about to go into a world of buying and selling with stablecoin. They need AI agents to work in the background, and they need apps that we can get on to conduct business. I don't think this one, right, is valuable or necessary immediately or in the near future. Like, so for me, just showing you how I do this, for me, I'll look at Reserve and say, I'm not interested in that. So Reserve rights for me doesn't fit the bill of where the world is going right now. So I would look at this and say, I'm not interested. All right. And I'm just showing you what I do. But let's keep going. Now we're looking at USA coins. Now I just showed you, right, that these, you can go through this list and see what's not going to be taxed, right? Let's see. I'll show you one more. I'll show you one more, and then we'll switch gears. We'll click on Digibyte, right? Digibyte's at 1 penny. We can open this thing up all the way, and we can see somewhere in January, somewhere in 2014, this thing came to existence. It came into existence a very low number, 0.00007. I mean, wow. Now, if you were back here in 2015 picking this up in 2014, and you were holding, look at your first spike. Your first spike was around, oh my goodness, 5 cents. You made money. Your second major spike was at 12 cents, right? You made money. Now look at the gap though. From, you would have been holding from 2014 till 2017. 2017, we're talking about 3 years. So in 3 years of holding this, you might have been like, well, you know what? I was holding 1 million of them. And at 1 cent, I would have been at maybe $10,000. At 3 cents, I'd have been at 30 grand, right? And then here, so a lot of people would have sold here something. They might not have sold all of it, but you know, they would have sold something and made money. So if you'd had $1 million, you'd probably made 20, 30 grand around here. If you would have sold off all of it. Now, if you didn't, and you were like, you know what, I'm just going to hold and see what the market does, right? You would have been around 100. What was that? 12? We would have probably been around 100. Let me do the math. 1 million zeros. I think 1 million, 1 cent, 10,000, 10 cent, 100,000. So you're not a millionaire if you're holding $1 million, but you're at $120,000 around here. And that's crazy because you're going from 2014 to around 2018, right? You come over here to 2021, you got another spike, right? 13, 15 cents. So you'll never know where these spikes are going to be. You'll never know that. It's like you'll never know. And they're not like, it's not like a trend. There's no trend here. That's kind of crazy. There's no trend. What happened is use, right? Use case. And that's what brought people into these assets, and then people sold off. So it's not, I don't get this whole reading the chart market. Like, that doesn't make any sense to me. We can go back in time and we can say, okay, let me go back to 4/21/2021 and look up news on what was going on with Digibyte. And I'll look around that week and say, okay, so some things happened with Digibyte in 2021 around what was it, March? Some things happened, and whatever happened there caused the price to spike. We can go right here. So let's go right here. We'll say around the 4th. So around the 4th, something happened, right? And then we can come down here. We can say January 29th, things were happening. So around January 29th, 2021, some news was coming out that caused people to proactively buy, and it took that shit to the top. All right. And so following your assets that you get is what's going to, and so here, let's come over here to socials, right? We go to socials, we can see you got a Twitter feed, you've got a Reddit feed, you got a GitHub feed, you got a Facebook feed, right? So when you get involved in these assets, you want to keep up with the news. So you're going to be attached to your social media. You can all do this. You don't need me. So the second you find an asset that you want to get into, you're going to need to connect here to these. But we're not going to get to that part yet because we still haven't been to the website to find out what this is. So we're looking at Digibyte and we're going into the past history of it, and we're saying, okay, so those numbers where it started was excessively low. And then information was released that caused people to buy. All this is retail market. Institutions are not here. Institutions are in 2025, and we're going to see them jump in. We haven't seen institutions jump in yet, like major money. So all this stuff up until 2025 has all been retail market. All right. So the retail market is going on the news, and then they're buying up. You're watching this stuff happen today. That's what happened with XCN or Onyx Coin. Whatever news was released caused people to go buy it, and so the numbers jump. It's the same thing here. So we're just looking back in time. So as far as like a trend in charts, I don't believe in that shit. It's kind of reckless. It's not, that's crazy. People, I don't know. I'm not fucking with that. I'm looking for the story. The story is telling me what people are doing. Something happened here. You can go look it up yourself. You can look at 5/23/2017. What happened with Digibyte? What news was released for Digibyte that caused people to buy because they bought. And then when they got to what they felt was a high, people were like, oh, I made money, and they sold off. That could have been at $1 million. That could have been $5,000 right there. That could have been $5,000 if somebody was holding 1 million of those. So okay, they could have been holding 10 million, right? Who knows how much they were holding, but people sold off. Same thing happened here. News came out, the value of it went high, and people sold off. Same thing happened here. News went high. Now we understand that stories and information drove the price, and that's what made people purchase. And then people that were holding at the earlier stage, this is being the first one in. So to be the first one in, you have to be watching the assets coming online, and you have to be in a know. You have to be in a circle of people that are communicating and talking with each other and sharing information. So once you get into this space, you need to be proactively talking with other people in this space. This doesn't mean that you're following influencers, right? This means you actually have people in this space that you're friends with and you talk to about this stuff. That's the best way to be informed. My homeboy knows this. He's like, hey man, did you hear about so-and-so, so-and-so? Nah, look it up. And you start looking stuff up, and then your information, their information, you start finding more information. Like, oh wow, this is going to be major. Let's get as much of this as we can while the price is cheap. And that's what happens here. You see in the red right here, these low prices, and then the information comes out, everybody else starts catching wind. As they catch wind, price goes up. You'll never catch the all-time high because you'll never know. You'll never know the all-time high. You just got to know what number is comfortable for you to get out. So if I had 1 million of these and I see it's at 5 cents, I'm watching the market to see if it starts to dip. But you're not even going to catch that because when it drops, it drops. Look at that. 2 cents. That was a steep drop. Okay. So if I'm like, well, you know what? I'm comfortable selling this off and picking up $5,000, right? It's a hustle. It's trading at this point. Then you can do that. You would have picked up $5,000. But you would never know. You would never know the potential of what was going to happen in 2017, where it reached a high of 12 cents, which would have been $12,000. And you would have never known what had happened at 2021, May 3rd, that it would get a high of 15 cents, which would have been $15,000, right? You would have never known. Well, excuse me. I'm sorry, 15 cents, that should be $150,000, right? If we're holding 1 million and we hold it that long at 15 cents, because I believe for every penny is $10,000 at 1 million tokens. So that's the potential of $150,000. So then you got to ask yourself, well, I'm holding this long for this many years. Do I just keep holding? And you flip a quarter. If you want money instantaneously and you see that first jump, like, wow, it jumped. That's $5,000, right? Every 1 penny. If you got 1 million of them, every 1 penny is going to be $10,000. So your potential, you don't know the potential. You're here. If you're here, that's all you know. You don't see the future. You do not see the future. You're like, oh, wow. Now, is $5,000 enough money for you to get out? If it is, you're going to get out. This is the tough part of being an investor. You don't know this stuff. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. If somebody's telling you they know the future of an asset, that's freaking crazy. They're lying to you and they're hustling you. That's crazy. Don't believe the shit. So anyways, you have the potential there to make a decision. Are you going to hold it or are you going to sell it? All right. And you got a lot of people that have been holding. Think about the people holding XRP. I'm a holder, been holding XRP for years and it's over $2, right? I've been holding it since it was like, I don't know, 20, 30, 40 cents. You know, is it done? No, it's still going to grow. I don't know the future, but I do know institutions are involved and we haven't seen institutional money. So I'm looking to see 100, 200, 300, 500, or possibly even $1,000. If I see 1,000, that's like the biggest number I can imagine right now is a possible $1,000. So that's the way I look at the market. All right. Now we understand now where this thing started, and we're just looking at this asset, where it's been. Now let's figure out what this asset is. So we'll go into the website. We want to find out, what is this? What is Digibyte? Right? It is a more secure, faster, forward thing. Digibyte is more than a fast digital currency. It is an innovative blockchain that can be used for digital assets, smart contracts, decentralized applications, and secure authentication. Okay, so this is technology. So what do we like? We like technology. I like technology, right? And so when I say that, when we talk about the world, they're even showing you a map, right? Look at that. North America, South America, the continent of Africa, and as we spread across. So if we do this, one chain is not going to cover the world, right? That's crazy. 2 chains, no. 3 chains, no. 50 chains, no. 60 chains, no. 100 chains, no. 1,000 chains, no. 10,000 chains. Well, now we're starting to see a bigger picture. I start thinking we'll probably need 10,000 blockchains to deal with all the transactions from here to here. Okay, look at the span. All the people, businesses, transactions, 24/7, 365. I'm thinking we're going to need at least 10,000 blockchains, right? So for me, this is pretty good. It does what the technology blockchains do. Am I willing to buy it and hold it? Sure, right? Let's read more about it. So Digibyte is a rapidly growing open source blockchain created in late 2013 and released in early 2014, which we just saw looking at the charts. After 11 years of forward-thinking development, Digibyte has become one of the safest, fastest, longest, and most decentralized UTXO blockchains in existence. All right, so yeah, it's safe, it's fast, and it's been out there for a long time. Nice. Digibyte has never been funded through an ICO or significant amount of pre-mined coins. There is no CEO of a company controlling the Digibyte blockchain. So, for businesses, corporations, and institutions, this is a problem, because if anything goes wrong, who do they run to get their money back? So there's a problem with that. Now, most companies or institutions and banks don't want to fuck around and lose their money. So they want shit like clawbacks. They want a head of a company, somebody to deal with in regards. So this causes a slight issue with me thinking putting a lot of money into it, right? Now, we're still going to need blockchains. This can still do good things, but like for institutions, this is not on their priority list. This is way at the bottom of their list. They're not touching this with a 10-foot pole. But let's go on. It says Digibyte uses five cryptographic algorithms and real-time difficulty adjustment to prevent malicious mining, centralization, and hash power fluctuations, one of which is AutoCrypt that changes itself every 10 days. That's pretty cool. So it runs itself and it has protection. That's nice. Digibyte blocks occur every 15 seconds, which is 40 times faster than Bitcoin and 10 times faster than Litecoin. SegWit enables up to 4 times the amount of transactions per second with negligible fees. Now, that's not saying much, right? But it's okay. It still has a use case. It's technology. So it may not be at the top of the list. It may not even be in the middle of the list. But it's on the list, and I suspect we're going to need at least 10,000 blockchains. Now, can they do more to perfect their chain? Probably so. Does this make them a shitty chain? Probably not. But they still have potential. Let's go. It says, over the past 11 years, Digibyte has repeatedly set itself apart with multiple blockchains first, such as DigiShield Guard, multi-algo mining, SegWit implementation, AutoCrypt algorithm, Dandelion privacy, protocol, DigiAssets, and Digital ID. Now, digital identification is going to be major because people are going to want to secure their IDs in this new system. Now, I'll ask myself, how many blockchains are out there doing digital ID, and how many of them offer this type of protection and speed, right, and security? So then I'll say, okay, now I'll leave you on my list on the strength of I don't know too many people competing in that arena right now. So as far as technology goes, they have the potential to master something, right? If they want to put themselves on the map and get people using their technology, because it's all about use case. All right, so the 3 layers are the most innovative parts of the Digibyte blockchain, providing the network infrastructure, security, and communications to function with cutting-edge speed. Speed is everything. The top layer is like an app store with clear real-world users. All types of digital assets can be created with the DigiAssets protocol on top of the Digibyte blockchain. Decentralized applications, dApps, can be built on top of the Digibyte blockchain. Also, smart contracts that leverage the rigidity and security of the Digibyte blockchain can be encoded easily. Now, if we put aside money, now we're looking at AI agents having a position, AI having a position, and the technology for smart chain or smart contracts. Now, this, when we put it in that realm, it moves up the list because now it has a place. So for me, I'll say I'll put this in the place of smart contract technology and also AI technology because we're going to need more of this on that side. It says here, the middle layer provides security and administration, a digibyte of data, a representation of larger data, or a unit that holds value. Well, data is where we get onboarding, stocks, bonds, real world assets and stuff. So with that digital byte of data, that tells me like there's more potential there. So again, now you're coming up my list of importance and value. An immutable public ledger where all transactions of digibytes are recorded. Digibyte uses 5 proof-of-work algorithms for security. New digibytes come from mining only. So this is mined just like Bitcoin. I don't know how good mining technology works. I'm not into that stuff, but I'm looking at the use case technology purposes. The bottom layer provides communication and operating procedures, a very low-level way nodes on the Digibyte global network communicate. Thousands of people are running Digibyte software all across the plane of existence. Any server, computer, tablet, or mobile phone connected to the Digibyte network becomes a node that helps relay transactions. So again, if you're a user of this, you're helping the transactions get verified. So to me, everybody, I always thought big of this years ago, is when you have everybody using a device that's helping secure information, it just makes that technology way more better. Just like this website, the Digibyte blockchain is completely open source. Now, the open source always leads me to somebody will eventually find a way to destroy, hack, or steal. It goes on to say, and free to use release under the MIT license, which gives you the power to run and modify the software. Transparency allows for independent verification of binaries and their corresponding source code. So that was a turn off for me. That just turned me off. That turned me off from that technology. I don't even care about it anymore. I don't care about it. If you're going to do digital ID and somebody has the ability to get in there and hack it, now you do have proof of work algorithms and all this protection, but I don't know. You're still on my list. You're not at the top of my list. You're not at the middle of my list. You're in the lower part of my list, and I'll keep an eye on you to see how things go with your technology, but that doesn't push me into purchasing up your technology right now. All right, but let's move on from there and let's look at some of the other things, and I'll try to keep this video short because this is how we're going to investigate technology. So we've got AI agents, real world assets. These are the things I'm interested in. So let's hit AI agents. So you have artificial super intelligence, which is FET, F-E-T. There's 50 cents there. So I'm looking again for, I don't have much money. So I'm saying right now I've got $10 in my pocket, and I want to find somewhere to invest my $10. This is just what I'm thinking, right? So, okay. Oh, wow. I see here 1, 2 zeros and a 9. This is about to hit a penny. So $10 at a penny, that's 100. So I can get a little more than 100 of these at this price point for $10. So let's click on that because I'm budgeted. I ain't got much money. I'm just not getting into space. I'm trying to learn this. All right. So 2022, this thing comes out. We'll open it up, right? It released at 20 cents and it fell. It fell, right? It fell, and in 2025, it's still down. So it started high and it fell. Somebody was a believer and it fell. All right, so let's go check out the website because I don't even know what this is. All right, it says AI and blockchain ecosystem, making AI work for humans. Oh, that is so small, but I'll read it. Doesn't matter. I see NVIDIA is involved here, so they must be using GPU technology or AI, obviously. And NVIDIA is big in AI tech. They're producing hardware for this case. All right. So it says create your unbiased AI, personalized AI tools designed to deliver transparent, equitable, and ethical AI solutions. Reduce bias with blockchain, pioneering a decentralized approach to data validation, ensuring fair and unbiased AI systems. Your hub for learning how AI transform industries with smart, innovative applications. So here you're going to create AIs with this technology. So it says AI platform that integrates deeply with a company, community, countries, human expertise through rich dialogues, crafting AI agents tailored to both explicit and implicit needs. The AI that creates AIs, your data, your AI. The AI that creates AIs. Like, oh, this is crazy. Do we really want to play in that space? I guess we do. So, AI agent designed to anticipate and understand people's needs with seamless precision and human-like understanding. Do we really want to play in that realm? I don't know, but that's what they're doing over here. Auto create bespoke AI agents that fulfill people's needs. All right, hey, I need you to do this, 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 and this from you're like my personal assistant, right? So to me, I'm hyped up on that. My personal assistant, this is where the world is going. Whether we like it or not, it's where the world's going. It says here, a complex and versatile conversational tool with human-like understanding. I guess I don't know how good AI is, but okay. Designed to serve your community, business use cases, open for democracy. Nice. All right. It says make it a human, infusing AI with empathy, understanding, and adaptability to bridge the gap between technology. All right. So it sounds like they have good tech, right? Up to 100 languages. Okay. I see Hedera up here, right? In Cosmos. So I know Hedera is a fast technology. So if they're involved with Hedera, and built off some of that technology, right, that blockchain, I can see where this could be a great thing. It says utilizing AI and blockchain for seamless data traceability and transparency, empowering your AI with blockchain for enhanced control and security, unlocking the potential of the AI economy where innovative meets prosperity. Now, we are in a realm where we're getting used to AI and what we can do with artificial intelligence, right? So it's only going to grow. We're not going to backtrack and kill artificial intelligence. It's never been that way. We didn't backtrack and kill the internet. We kept working with it, honing in the skills and direction and uses and perfecting it over time. That's why you're looking at this website. So we're not going to just shoot AI down. It's going to grow and perfect itself. All right. Build self-evolving AI applications, human-like interaction, specialized understanding. So as you keep working to perfect AI, it's not going anywhere. You're going to make it something. Good, bad, I'm not here to pass judgment. I'm just here. I exist here. I see company AI agents. I see people dealing with AI agents and government. I know that we're going to, go to where your lawyers are going to be artificial intelligence agents that are going to bring all the information and present the cases. I know we're going to get to the point where you're going to have artificial intelligence doing surgeries in a closed off room with no oxygen, and the only oxygen will go straight to the person's face that's breathing it while the surgery is done. I know we're going to go into all these forms of technology. So I'm a believer in AI, whether it's good or bad. I know that's where we're going. Okay. So now that we see this, then what we'll do is we'll start digging into, like there's a YouTube, right? So you can click YouTube, you got an Instagram, you've got a X or Twitter, you've got a Telegram. So you can come down here and you can start following the technology, right? The company and what they're doing. So what I would say is, oh, okay. I come back over here and I say, okay, I'm interested in that AI tech. 1 penny is a good price for me. I'm adding that to my collection of information, things that I want. I'll come in here and I'll click and I'll start connecting to these social medias, and I'll keep a track on it. I'll keep what's going on with this. And me personally, I'm going to go purchase this wherever I can purchase it. So we'll go to the markets, which is right here. We'll go to the markets and like MEX, I don't know which exactly, going straight to the market there. Uniswap, man, going straight to the market there. KuCoin, we don't have access in the United States to KuCoin. I'm not sure about Osmosis. I don't even know Osmosis. Bbox Coin, I don't know that either. So it's showing all nine. So maybe out of a wallet, a lot of different wallets will have connections to markets that we normally don't have connection to. So it could be a wallet. Find wallets. If you don't have wallets, you probably should be getting attached to wallets, because wallets have their own exchanges in them as well. So that would be one way that you could start finding what you want to invest in. Okay, so now we've got that there. We looked into the AI agents. So you see you have a long list here. Again, you're going to start looking at the prices, and then you're going to go in and start learning more about the company, and then you're going to get connected to the social media accounts. Okay, and then you'll find out where these assets are and if you have access to them. And if you do have access, then you can begin to purchase them. All right, so there's a long list. Okay, I can tell you right now, I know I have Griffin, and now I have Humans AI on the map. I will be investigating that to see where that can be picked up from. And we'll come on over to let's do AI to see what's happening there before we get into the real world assets. All right, so we can come here, and we know again, companies will need artificial intelligence. Okay, that's what they need. You can see FETs here on the list as well, just like it was on the other one. You can see Thetas there, but I've only got $10. I've only got $10, man, and I've got $10 a week. So because I've got $10 a week, I need to actually look for a solid investment that's not going to cost me that much, that'll allow me every week to put myself in a position where I can make some pretty good money. So there's Humans AI again. We saw that, but we don't know if we have access to that. All right, let's see. And right now we're just looking at prices as we scroll down. We'll investigate when we see prices that are definitely affordable and good for us. So you got artificial liquid intelligence at 0.006. So that hasn't reached a penny yet. So we might look into that. And we'll do the same way we did Human AI. We'll go straight to it. We'll see when it originated. Then we'll go to the website. And then we'll connect ourselves to the social media to keep a track on it. Ensure DeFi, sure. Don't know what that is, but there it is, under a penny, right? And these are things that we'll check on and see what they are and where they're going. Let's continue browsing down. Flat on 00. We're under a penny there. Victoria VR under a penny there. And we're just looking at the prices. We'll then click and check out the websites and see what's good and what's not. And we got to remember that we're going to have to go into the social media to see what's what. We've got a Hash AI at 0002. Now I've got $10. That's pretty good, right? There's 84 billion of those in circulation. The market cap has $16 million in it. So there's not much money in this space. There's 84 billion of them in existence. So I'll click on this, and after this, we're going to do real world assets. So this is new. This tech right here is new. It just came out. It came out, and it came out running, right? It was up there 0.003. Then it fell. It spiked up, trying to make some moves, and it failed. And that's where we are now. 3 zeros. Well, actually, I think we're at 4 zeros. No, 3 zeros. 1, 2, 3. Right. So this to me looks pretty great. So I'm like, okay, well, let's see what the hell it is. So we click on the website, and nothing great looking, but okay. There's a dApp. You can launch a dApp. Hash AI. So I would wonder, is this on Hashgraph, right? Is this running on Hedera or something, right? All right, so we can see GPUs, right? If you're a gamer, you know EVGA, Zotac, NVIDIA, ASUS, they all make GPUs. And AMD makes CPUs as well. So Now you're just running these companies past me. I don't know how attached to them you are. I don't know anything about that. I'm just looking at your site first off. All right, so it says this is optimized mining for maximize profits. Hash AI tackles the inefficiency of manually switching between profitable coins and optimizes your mining with artificial intelligence. Our advanced algorithms analyze markets, choose the most profitable coins in real time, and adjust your rigs automatically, maximizing your returns. This, combined with our focus on sustainability and community, makes Hash AI a leader in AI-powered mining, offering a secure and efficient crypto mining experience. Now, whether we like it or not, whether we believe it or not, people are mining crypto. That's how they make money. So because people are mining crypto, there's a technology that'll help them mine and become more efficient and make more money. Well, right? So, market cap today, 16 million. Hash AI price, total supply, 89 billion. 24-hour trading, 181,000. All right, 80 rigs are online across the world. 640 GPUs are using this technology on 80 rigs, computers or servers. Let's see, and it's being used in the UK and Ethiopia. So this is brand new, literally brand new. So could it be a risk? Certainly can. It certainly can be a risk, right? They have a roadmap. We have launched our brand new modern website that showcases our new branding, shares our new vision and values, and of course empowers you to use our world-leading solutions. Plus, we have launched new social media channels so you can engage with the community like never before. They have a futuristic vision, new website, revamped branding, year one. Through the launch of new services and solutions such as Ask Hash and Node Rentals, we will be empowering more of our community than ever before. By growing our infrastructure and creating more partnerships, we will have the means to power and supply more of your projects and more mining. So they're trying to get access to help grow this, right? In the second year, Hash AI aims to acquire and expand our dedicated mining facility for long-term scalability. We will also list on additional reputable exchanges, including international ones, to increase liquidity and allow Hash AI to be more accessible by scaling up our technology. So this is highly risky, but that's what investing is. Highly risky, okay? Hash AI, we're not just miners, we're pioneers. We combine industry-leading node hardware with cutting-edge AI algorithms to provide the most secure, reliable, and profitable purchasing, rental, and leasing solutions available. We're constantly expanding, but currently offer 100 GPUs across 54 nodes, catering to a variety of processing needs. What can you do with our nodes? Graphic rendering and animation, streamline your creative workflow with robust processing power, AI computing, train and run advanced AI models with ease. Okay, so that's interesting. So now we're looking at technology. You can use their GPUs for graphic rendering and animation. So now, to me, it's still risky, but it has a use, right? You can manage and analyze data from your connected devices. Okay. So there is a use case. There's a few use cases. So this is something I would watch as well. I would watch it. I don't know if we have access to it because it says United Kingdom and Ethiopia. So I couldn't even begin to tell you if we have access to it. It runs on Ethereum. Here you can see that's the contract. You can find out more on the Telegram community. You can rent nodes, hardware solutions, learn more about them. We are learning about it, but so yeah. Now, I don't believe in clicking on somebody's website and trying to attach a wallet. Never cared for that. I like to get my stuff off an exchange, so all the risk was on the exchange and not me. So interesting there. Would I buy that if I can find it on exchange? There's an exchange there, Uniswap. I'm not sure about UCX or Blinex. I don't know those, but I do know MEX and Uniswap. So some apps, wallets use Uniswap, and then you can boom do your transactions there. But it is new, right? It's new, 2024. All right, now that we've learned how to get in there and find some of the things that's happening in the world, we know it's AI agents, real world assets, right? This to me is major. So we'll look at one of these and then we'll close this thing out. So you got Hedera, you got Chainlink, you got Avalanche, you got Ondo, Algorand, XDC, Quant, but I've got $10. All that's fine. I'm not messing with reserve rights. We just did that. But I've got $10. So I need to start my first investments. And to get in here, what's going to be something that I can possibly profit on? Now, remember, it's all risky. Now, this is the Solana network here. Okay, I've done a video on this. You can go back and check it out. If I've got $10, which I've already done, I'm here. I'm throwing my $10 right here. That's me, not you. Do what you do. But I know I do. You can see it's in my bookmarks. But let's keep going. I did a video on that, so we're not going to get into that. You can go check the video out, a previous video, and you can learn about that. What else? Let's see what else is floating around. Origin, right? I don't know what that is, but it's not a penny yet. So that's interesting. I know I can do better, but it's not a penny yet. Let's see. We got things that are over a penny. And I want under a penny. We got Bidem DAO. Okay. That's under a penny. We have XDB chain. I don't know what that is, but that's way under a penny. So for the sake of concluding this video, we'll use this one here. We'll open this up. This was created back in 2020. So let's open this all the way up. We saw a spike. There's a spike there, right? So this is 2020. It's got a few years under the belt. It's 5 years under the belt. All right, let's jump to the website. So it's been out for 5 years. If it was a scam, it would have went boom bust already. So you can get a wallet, an XDB wallet. Empower brands and consumers of tomorrow. XDB Chain is a user-friendly open-source blockchain platform designed to facilitate brands and consumers to adopt digital assets such as branded coins, NFTs, payment tokens, and more. Branded coins, BCOs, are a concept with the XDB Chain ecosystem that allows businesses, organizations, and individuals to create custom branded tokens on the XDB Chain blockchain to enable real-world utility. And that's what we want, real-world utility. A layer 1 blockchain with XDB Chain with a strong focus on payment integration offers several key benefits for users to have the best possible crypto transaction experience. That's fine. That's cool. But if there's no stable coin on it, it's telling us here it's a layer 1, which means it's its own blockchain. Okay. So we got it there. It's its own blockchain, which is a plus. It's its own blockchain. Let's see. I don't care who's following and who's using. Okay, so they don't tell us much here. All right, let's see if we can find some more information. Welcome to XDB Chain, where decentralized transparency and community-centric growth define our ethos. We extend heartfelt thanks to our unwavering community partners and supporters for propelling our journey forward, pushing the boundaries of blockchain possibilities. XDB Chain Coin, discover the new project white paper, revolutionizing loyalty ecosystems on the blockchain. Okay, buyback and burn to enhance the value proposition of XDB coin and institute a deflationary mechanism. Every new branded coin BCO on XDB Chain will allocate up to 2.5% of its total supply for regular XDB buyback and burning. Okay. All this to me. Coinbar Pay aims to simplify cryptocurrency using everyday transactions, catering to both physical and online merchants. The CB Pay token, powered by XDB Chain, CB Pay introduces a transformative approach to the crypto payments landscape by incentivizing. Okay, right. So none of this is new and none of this made any money before. So for me, I would bypass this. It's at 1,235 in the crypto list. This does not excite me whatsoever because they're not doing anything that's actually worth anything right now. It's just not doing anything. So we already have assets out there. We've got an Electra protocol. Okay, this has been out since 2021, so it's 4 years here. And this thing, right, is wow. It had an all-time high of not even a penny. All right, so let's take this website and we'll close out here. We're going to close out. Well, if it opens up. All right. Okay. Electra Protocol, the world's fastest decentralized blockchain. Electra Protocol is an ecosystem designed for near real-time transactions at minimal cost. Upcoming features include multi-currency payments and smart contracts, allowing anyone to create their own solutions in simple terms. Instant payments without needing a bank account. That is a plus. That's a plus. Okay. We can see where we can connect to learn more about them, to all the social medias. That is a plus. I have access to all these places to learn more. Near zero fees, 1 to 2 seconds. That is a fast transaction time. Smart contracts and public tokens on Omni XCP. I don't know what that is. Instant transaction at almost no cost. That's major. Again, XRP is for institutions, so you have to have other networks that can do these things. Okay, because we're talking about the world, not just one state, one country. Electra Protocol is an operating system for instant transactions running on its own layer 1 blockchain. It's its own ledger, which is scalable, decentralized, and secure. Usually hundreds of nodes keep the network running, and the network keeps growing. Anyone will be able to create payment solutions using smart contracts and own public tokens on top of Electra Protocol using the Solidity programming language, perfect also for decentralized finance, digital IDs, NFTs, gaming, supply chain tracking, and more. So it opens up a whole wealth. But I need stable coins on there. That's how I know the value is the stable coins that it can run. Instead of focusing on building hype for short-term speculation, Electra Protocol is aiming to create an ecosystem that will help to solve actual problems. The biggest challenge worldwide are multi-currency instant payments at near zero cost without needing a bank account or credit card. In addition, Electra Protocol is adding programmable smart contracts so that anyone can create innovative solutions beyond just payments. XCP is the native coin of Electra Protocol blockchain and was officially introduced in 2021. In order to become part of its success, simply but native XCP coins on one of the exchanges. You can also buy wrapped XCP tokens on PancakeSwap. Once you purchase your coins, you should move them to your XCP wallet, which is recommended if you use wrapped, so put it on your wallet, All right. I still want to know, do you have stable coins? Electra Protocol is evolution of crypto, a fully decentralized open source crowdsourced ecosystem for instant transactions, which do not conduct any public funding like Bitcoin. Send payments within 1 to 2 seconds. Yep, pay the equivalent of US cheap. Receive rewards for providing liquidity, which is getting rewards on storing it. Create smart contracts and publicly tradable tokens soon. Send and receive payments in any support currency soon. So I'm hoping they're talking about stable coins. I don't know if they're talking about stable coins. I just hope. Let's see. Electra Protocol mainnet, blockchain EXP, Block Explorer officially launched. Wallets released for Windows, Apple, Linux, Raspberry Pi. Wallets released for Android and iOS. Exchange Block Explorer released. Rosetta API integration release. I guess it's multi-language. XCP Smart Contract Wallet, public smart contract platform. All-in-one XCP wallet for holding XCP coins. Validator nodes are planned. So that's what they're planning to do in the future. Let's see. Protocol blockchain, new exchange listing, progress report, wallet, real-time payments made affordable and accessible. All right. So the next thing I would want to do, because I'm interested now, is I'm going to go follow their social media. Then I'm going to go find out where I can get it. Okay. And then that's me at the price of less than a penny. Let's add that. Boom. So I've added that to my watch list. I'm going to actually find out where I can get it. PancakeSwap, BitMax, Radio Shack. Are you shitting me? What? Radio Shack? Bullshit. What? Volume $11. That's got to be some bull crap there. That's crazy. Ascended EX BitMax Mex. All right, so is it a risk? It always is a risk. Everything's a risk. Everything's a risk. Similar coins, right? You want to know? XDB, similar. XPR, similar. I think that's Paynet, right? I don't know. Mixed Marble, all right. XDC, we know XDC. BitMo DAO, Nervous Network. So again, 1, 2, 3, 4 networks is not enough. We're talking about the world. So you're not getting this under the pretense of you're going to make money next week. You're getting this under the pretense of maybe a year, 2 years from now, I'll be profiting on this. Okay. So that's what we're doing when we purchase stuff like this. We're looking into the future. It could take a year, 2 years, or 3 years. But because I've only got $10 a week, I can put $10 a week into this, keep track of it because I'm following your social media. I'm following the news. I know what's going on, and I can keep putting $10 in this and grow my amount. $10 at this might get you, I don't know, maybe 100,000, maybe 50,000. I don't know. Do the math. I'm not going to do the math. I don't even have my daggone phone on me. But anyways, you want to find out where you can get it. Start, and you don't have to buy it immediately. You can put your $10 in to what you want to spend, and it'll tell you how many coins you're going to purchase. And that's just what I would do. All right. So now you know how to go search, get informed, and now how to go find and purchase and start getting it. The next thing you're going to do is learn about wallets. We'll probably do a video on that, finding wallets, matching them up, and then you'll be able to do all the stuff on your own. So anyways, I'm gonna cut it there. I hope you guys gain some information in that. Get in the comment section, ask your questions.